Hey guys, so today we are looking at this, which is the G.I. Joe Classified Series Action Soldier Infantry, commemorating 60 years, 1964 to 2024 of G.I. Joe, or as we call them in England, Action Man, and then Action Force. You guys always had, over in the US, you always had G.I. Joe, we had Action Man and Action Force. I am kind of excited for this. This has a plethora of weapons, and I am not going to be able to name every single one of these because there is no box, like sheet on the back of it to tell you what they are. But I'm sure somebody out there will put in the comments underneath exactly what they are. I'm looking at this one now and I'm thinking Roadblock. I think we may have a gun for Roadblock, but I am liking the look of these. And I'm thinking this may be a nice way to get some extras for our other Joes. But yeah, this is interesting. I also have the other one. There's two in the set. I have the other one. That video, if this gets enough views, will be coming very soon. I will say my Joe videos are not getting very good views. And somebody complained the other day that we're not interested in Joes. Well, I am. And this is my channel and I put on what I buy. So sometimes there may be videos that you don't want to watch, but if you are a Joe fan and you want to help the channel out, like, share, subscribe, particularly even just liking the video really helps with algorithms and things like that. So yeah, just that helps. Right, let's get on with this. So we have a plethora of guns, dog tags, helmets, you name it, it's in there. There's a stand down there, I think, for the gun. Down this side we have a nice barcode, whatever that is, I can't remember what they're called, but one of those. If you want to scan it, and the man himself there with one gun on the back there without the poncho, which looks pretty cool, I have to say. I'm presuming that some of these parts will be reused for the Joes, which is fine with me. We have the two heads, so yeah, so we have diversity. Down the side there we have some nice comic sort of artwork. Let me get the knife. I'm going to open this one from the bottom because that's how I do it. Right, slide him. Oops. Alright, so we have a base. Cool. Base room to stand on. That's probably going to be useful. Oh, one of those. Brilliant. I'll put that with my other collection of them. And we'll slide out. So, on the back there we have a 60th anniversary logo, which looks pretty cool. Very nice. Right, I don't need the box, pop that down there. So in here we have a very heavy machine gun, a heavy machine gun, and a machine gun. A stand for said heavy machine gun, and other things, pouches and things, a pistol, the other head, another bandana kind of thing. You see that? A bandana thing, a helmet, dog tags, and I'm not sure what that's for, but I'm sure somebody will tell me in the comments. And a radio as well. So I'm wondering, right, so there's lots of holes in his gear underneath here. So yeah, let's get him out of the package. So, straight out of the package, he stands pretty well. We'll do a little articulation check. Let's lift up there. We have the butterfly joints in the shoulders there. Plenty of play. Up, swivel. Reasonably good elbows. Pinless joints as well, which is nice. So yes, you're going to get manoeuvrability out of there. I was worried about the body armour being in the way a little bit, but there is a little bit of backwards and forwards in there. Oops. And there is swivel at the waist. Leg-wise, up, out. Is a ball joint in there? Yes, a ball joint. So there is a drop down, which if you're going to do it with this on, you ain't going to see. I will say all these seem to be manoeuvrable. So, like I say, this body will be either is already used by a different Joe or will be reused by a Joe. Pouches are movable. I think that's it. Yep, that's movable as well. Let's have a look. Knees. It's very stiff. They're always stiff out of the box. I feel like I should hit them with a hairdryer first, but I like to be wild and dangerous and break legs off of things. Swivel at the ankle and boot and pivot, etc. So yeah, it's the usual stuff. Yeah, it's nice. So I just feel a little bit, I think it's more this section in the middle there because I've pulled on it. But I say, out of box, stands pretty well. Head, obviously there's not a lot of movability in it now because he's wearing the poncho thing, so let's pop that off, and then we'll pop that off as well. I say, just general material. It looks nice. It's novel. I don't know that I'd stand them on the shelf with that because then you kind of just got that. But I do like what is underneath. So yes, let's have a quick extreme close-up. Interesting eyebrows. Does look a little bit Firefly. It isn't. I don't think it is. I can't see Firefly from over here. He's way over there. Nice detailing there with torches and things and pens. It's a pen, yeah. On his top. Would have been nice if they'd have put a little bit of detailing on the belt buckle there maybe, but then you could have done with maybe a little wash over it just to bring some of the detail out. Which is something that, you know, we can do on our play dates. Little pouch on the side there with a little logo on it. Little one on there as well. I'm sure somebody will tell me what these logos mean. Yeah. It's a nice outfit, nice boots. Yeah, I like it. So he stands, tell you what, I will use, because I'm going to be picking him up and down, I will plug him into the base and then I don't have to struggle to get him a stand every time. Oh, just out of interest, the head, not a lot of back, plenty of forward, a little bit of tilt, and all the way around. So yeah, there he is, looking all big and strong. Right, so we have all these little pouches. Let's see where we can pop all of these. And you get the other bandana, helmet, and dog tags out. Right. Yeah, so as a kid we had Action Man over here in the UK. It was a really popular toy and it just used to come with every like diver and infantryman and etc, etc. So yeah. Then we had Action Force, which was less articulated figures, about Star Wars height, Star Wars style as well. Yeah, not a lot of manoeuvrability in them, but they were interesting, like historical war sort of figures. Right, let me have a look. Where's the box? The box is going to help me here figure out where I'm putting all these pouches. Right, did I leave any pouches in there? Oh, one. Right, so there we go. I'll pop that there. I'll pop that last little pouch. Right, I'm trying not to lose this to the carpet monster because it is so tiny. And the little spike on the back of it is really sharp and is stabbing my finger. There we go, got it. Excellent. So we have that, which I will place immediately, I believe. I mean, I guess you could go with these going wherever you want them because they are just pins. Obviously, that big one's not going to look great there. They've put that on that side. I would probably put that maybe in there. To me, that looks more sort of where I would put it. But hey, like I say, you can do with this, I believe, whatever you want. Right, we have the bigger pouch that they've got on there. Do we have that? Yes, that one. So, yeah, it's that one. Right, is that one? No. Ah, that one. So they've put that one in. So let's just show you guys. There we go. This is rubber, so obviously it bends. That is... I like that. Right. The only one I've changed is that. That one will go in there. And then we have this one left over, which I guess There's a little one there, which is probably, tell you what we're going to do, pop that one off, see if we can pop that in there. And pinch it a little bit there, and push. This one is, yeah, that's okay. We'll put that on there instead, because that looks a little better. So then that gets in the way of his arms. These two are now getting in the way of his arms, which is a shame. Let's see if we can put them that way. A little bit better. Right. Yeah, we're getting there. So, we also had, where is it? The pistol and the radio. Now the radio, I'm not sure whether that's going to plug in anywhere. But the pistol... So, you give me a minute to take absolutely everything out of this packet. And I'll be right. So here is most of the stuff out of the box. We have the dog tags, which are nice and metallic. Will not fit over his head, so we are going to have to give it a sec. Got it. Right. So the head comes off. Oh, tell you what, helps if you put the camera back up there. There we go. And then this goes over there like so, and we tell you what, I'm not going to put that on because they're just going to get buried underneath it. I'm going to see what this looks like. Now the problem there is when you put that on, is that the, yes, that's the other one. If we put it that way or that way, that's not going to sit very well because that's now in the way. And the problem is if you leave, these holes are very noticeable. So that sits okay, kind of. That's, I think, something that needs to be warmed up, placed there, held down, and sort of left to set. Yeah? I don't know if you understand what I mean by that, but yeah, that's probably not going to stay on. Right, so I'm going to put that back, because I do like that slightly more. Plug the base back in. Come on, Rocketman, there we go. Right. Oh, that made a clicking noise, and I forgot to put the dog tags back on, but let's do that again. Rocketman, what are you doing? Yeah, there we go. I'm going to do it over here, because then... Right. Dog tags on. Again, at some point I will probably warm them up and get them to sit better. The pistol, which is just... Focus. A relatively average looking pistol. I'm sure somebody will be saying, oh, that come from whichever figure it came from. Yeah. That is going to go in there. There is no other pouches for the... I see there's another hole there and a hole there. So I'm trying to look and see where things will fit. So the radio, it has a very bendy antenna on it. Will probably fit like there. Yep. Okay, that's fitting there. And we have on the backpack, there is two sort of hooks. Oh, let's just have interest. This is the heavy machine gun. That does come off. It does have some nice detailing on there for the gold, well, brassy gold of the bullets. Plugs in like that. I think it's a really nice machine gun. I think this is probably going to be my weapon of choice for this guy. I do like this, but there is also that one, which is nice, but I'm not sure why it seems to have a double barrel on the end. Again, if you know why, let me know in the comments, because that looks more like a shotgun, but that looks more like a machine gun. Ammo clip does come out, which is nice. It's nice that they've put all this time and effort in. We also have the heavy machine gun, which obviously if I had a roadblock it would go with him. The ammo belt does go in there. Nothing opens on there, nothing moves. This bit moves because obviously it will sit on the weapon stand. Barrel is it's kind of rubbery, so the barrel is a little bent, I think. May have to warm that up and get it to sit better. But yeah, is there a stand in there? No manoeuvrability in the stand, so that's pretty much it. And I thought it might have plugged in either side there or something, but it does not. So we're going to put that there for a second, out of the way. Right, so I have the helmet, which goes on pretty well. That looks pretty good. He's come off of the stand again, but that's because I'm swinging on him. There we go. Right, so we have also this, which is I'm feeling like it's some kind of flare gun or something. I have no idea what that is, but like I say, if you know, put it in the comments underneath and I will go, oh yeah, of course it is. Right, so there is the 2 hooks on there. I am thinking this might be the same backpack that Snowjob had. I should maybe have looked at that, because Snowjob had things like that on his. So yeah. Right. I'm going to go with this machine gun, because this one is the one I'd pick. Obviously, things are falling off here. I will... When you're doing this, you will have time. I'm doing this in a video, and I'm trying to do it in as few cuts and takes as I can. Right, let me manoeuvre his trigger finger out. There we go. Oops. His trigger finger seems slightly bent. Right. Now the stand's getting in the way. There we go. Right, we've got that in. That's good. The only problem with these is that with all this body armour and all these pack things, it's difficult to get them to actually look like they're holding the gun. So you are going to probably see the gun will not stay in his hand. It's like, because it's sort of got a plasticky rubbery thing to it, it is kind of trying to make its way out, and it is also bent, which is a shame. But that is the problem when you make these things out of, and I'm not putting it back on the wrong way around, out of soft plastic. You make them out of soft plastic to make them manoeuvrable, but then they fall apart. I'm going to take that off as well, because then we'll be able to get his arm around a bit more. Because you can't really see. Manoeuvre that, not like that. Take the radio off as well, because that's just going to keep falling off. So yeah, you can, I can see that that is straining that little bit there. So let's see if we can manoeuvre. Yeah, it is. You can see why on the box they haven't put him holding the machine guns, because it is going to be very difficult to get him to actually hold the machine guns if you have all the body armour on him. You take the body armour off and it looks, it will be easier to do. Let's do it. Do that. There you go. But then you see, I suppose the gun is now hiding. Oh, there is a stand on there. Is that a stand? Oh, that's nice. There's a stand. You've got 2 separate legs. But yeah, there's a stand. Nice detail. That will look better when you mess around with it. And it does hide the fact that you've got holes under there. Because that is my problem. I don't know. It looks weird him having holes in the... So yeah, you can sort of do that and make him look... I think he actually looks better without the padding on. I know his ammo belt, his ammo's fallen out. Just give me a minute. I'll put him back on the stand. That way. You've always got to remember that the bullets come out of the gun away from you. Yeah, I kind of like it. I think it's odd. Some odd choices. I say, if you're putting these on, he ain't going to hold the machine gun. No way is he going to hold any gun, unless it's the pistol. But like that, I think that actually looks pretty good. So yeah, it's up to you guys how you dress this up. And it's also up to you guys how much stuff you put on there. I mean, look, there's all these things that have fallen off. Which are not really noticeable when he's got the machine gun in front of him, which is good. But yeah, I kind of like it. It's nice to have. I'm going to check. I'll put it in the comment underneath. I'll put it in the blurb underneath whether this is the same backpack as Snowjob. I think it is. It's looking like it. I think it's a nice figure, and it is definitely something that I'm going to enjoy putting into my Joe collection. I think it's going to look good on your shelf. It will also look good on a shelf just on its own. And I am now interested to see what the like aqua version of this is. I'm looking at that pose and I'm thinking that is a nice posed figure. And that is probably how he's going to stand, and he'll stand with the Joes, even though he's not, you know what I mean, he's not a Joe, but he's a Joe. That makes sense. I'm talking a lot of crap today. Yeah, I just noticed that's also got a little stand on it as well, which is kind of cool. Maybe that would be a better gun, because it's smaller. Let's just have a try. At least that big gun has stretched his fingers out so that he will now hold. Yeah. Right, he holds that gun a lot better. So it's really up to you guys which way you go with this. I prefer this one. I'm more of a BFG kind of guy. But I think that looks pretty cool. And I think it's a nice figure. And it's going to be a nice addition to any collection. It's nice to think that G.I. Joe has been around for 60 years. Yeah. And it's a nice way to celebrate that. I think it's a very nice way to celebrate that. I loved my Joes as a kid. Well, it was Action Force. What did I have? There was the Australian, like an Australian soldier. There was a pilot. There was the parachute one, which was a US trooper. There were some fun figures in the ones I had as a kid. We had a stormtrooper. I'll say that. I won't say the other word for him, because that'll probably get me demonetized. But yeah, there was a stormtrooper. And I think there was a commando. So they did, you know, what old... And I'm thinking, if you want to put all of his weaponry on, all his pads and things, there's potential to pose him just in a, you know, I'm a soldier, look at me kind of pose. If you don't want him to be stood in a action, you know, combat kind of style. Most of my Joes are stood in positions like that because, like I say, the guns look better not held in the proper way. Yeah, I like it. It's definitely glad I got this. I say because some of you out there have said you don't like the Joe reviews, but I do, because this is my childhood. This is my nostalgia, and that's all that matters to me, is that it's my channel and I can put these things on. And I will put other stuff on that you will want to watch, so there. Right, so I'm going to wind this up. Thank you for watching. Like I said, like, share, subscribe. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you all have a great day. Hope you have a great night. And we will see you all in the next video. Bye now.